of crypto and climate. What comes to mind when you hear the term refi? If you're a homeowner, you might think refinancing your home. But for crypto, it has taken on a whole new meaning. Regenerative finance has been described as the intersection of crypto and climate. It's a financial model that incentivizes community actions to help solve systemic issues like global warming and waste management.
Refi really is combining the best of decentralized finance, DeFi, with the concepts of regenerative economics, and basically having a tool set that creates financial instruments, financial markets, really broadly an economic system that has positive externalities, so brings benefits to people, to their communities, and ultimately to the planet.
Crypto has gained a reputation as being harmful to the planet, as digital assets have been known to require a lot of electricity usage, which can result in greenhouse gas emissions, especially in those communities near mining facilities. In August of last year, the White House estimated the total global electricity usage for crypto assets were between 120 and 240 billion kilowatt hours per year, a range that exceeds the total annual electricity usage of countries like Argentina and Australia. Since then, Ethereum shifted from proof of work to proof of stake, significantly slashing its energy use. But Bitcoin is still an energy hog. A more recent study found Bitcoin mining used 95.58 terawatts per year. Celo, a blockchain protocol that launched on Earth Day 3 years ago, is part of a growing movement hoping to change that narrative. Its founders call Celo the home of refi.
Celo is carbon negative, and that's because years ago, the community passed a governance proposal that decided to offset the carbon that the network produces. And so since then, it's been automatically buying carbon offset credits literally every day to offset actually more than the carbon that it contributes to, which is why we say that it's carbon negative. And Celo was really the first network to do this, which paved the way to help change the narrative around blockchains and whether they can be actual force for good in the environment.
One example of refi in action, a project called Sylvie, which is helping to support reforestation efforts in a rainforest in Kenya.
They've created a system that cheaply incentivizes people to plant trees and then for others to go and verify that those trees are there. It's simply by using their phones and taking pictures of the trees and using the GPS on the phone as a way of providing that evidence. And what's really nice about this is what Sylvie is doing in Kenya can be done anywhere in the world because it's built on crypto rails, which means that people are being incentivized and paid with tokens, and that can operate across all borders. That can operate even if someone doesn't have a government recognized ID and might not be able to receive money in a bank account, they can still receive money in a self-custodial crypto wallet, making that design work perfectly anywhere in the world where they choose to deploy it. A project called the Colectivo Guilder, that is a community currency in Curacao in the Caribbean. They're really interesting because they are both incentivizing local spending through this community currency, but the currency itself is also backed by trees and other refi assets on the island itself. And so that incentivizes planting of trees in Curacao, in addition to incentivizing local spending. And so it's a really great example of a really compelling refi project that is both good for communities, but also good for the climate and good for climate change.
And the refi movement has been gaining traction. In fact, in April, several hundred people attended a blockchain climate summit held by Celo in what was called the Refi House in Austin, Texas. It took place at the same time and in the same city as one of the world's largest crypto conferences, Consensus 2023.
The main goal was to create a space for refi builders and regens, as folks like to call themselves, to come together and to share ideas and talk about the work that they're doing.
Definitely a lot of collaborations were formed there.
Alon Shavit visited the Refi House back in April. He is the CEO of Upright, an acceleration platform for Web3 founders. Its flagship program was called Celo Camp, a virtual accelerator for the Celo ecosystem.
The goal of the program is to help founders from all over the world to launch and scale their projects.
He says Celo Camp receives 800 applications a year from startups across different verticals, including DeFi and NFTs.
Over the last 2 years, we've seen a considerable focus from our alumni on building impactful solutions on Zello.
Upright executives say last year, an increasing number of refi applications came in, highlighting the growing interest from global builders who are moving into the space. PitchBook has been tracking capital invested in refi, with activity peaking in the third quarter of last year when the overall crypto market was still thriving. However, this year, amid the current downturn, investments and the number of deals has dropped.
I love the concept. Whether it's an industry in its own right, I'm always like, let's wait and see how this plays out. But I do think that the increased transparency a blockchain can provide has always provided a mechanism or a means forward to more accountability, whether that's accountability in supply chains, whether it's accountability for how we handle waste, not creating it in the first place, or how we upcycle or recycle or reuse that waste, whether it is creating sustainable patterns of behavior, whether it is engaging in different kinds of grid activity, which we're already seeing, which is pretty exciting. A lot of that is really new. Disrupting the energy industry is a pretty lofty goal, particularly if you're talking about a technological underpinning that's going to do that differently. And you're talking about a governance underpinning via refi that will do that differently. There's a lot of incumbents and a lot at stake in that query. So I'm really excited about it. I think it is very, very, very new. And so I always hesitate to land a label on something because that gives it, I think that puts too much pressure on something that is really new. A lot of these experiments are going to fail fast. That doesn't mean there's not something very valuable here and something that we should be giving credit and air to so that it can have the ability to flourish and thrive and hopefully create change that will benefit all of us.
And of course, there are still those that believe crypto is intrinsically bad for the environment, even after events like the Ethereum merge in September of last year. What would you tell those people who are skeptical about crypto or blockchain technology being associated with actually being good for the environment?
First of all, the consensus mechanism itself that is used in the blockchain can really affect the energy efficiency of the blockchain, and actually proof of stake network have been proven to be very energetically effective.
I think right now refi means refinancing your house for a lot of people in the world, and regenerative finance certainly in the last year has become a household name within the crypto community, but it will take probably another year or so to really reach the broader demographic. But it's going to happen. I think the systems that people are creating in these refi communities are so big and so exciting, so ambitious that I think a lot of people are now starting to take note.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Coffee and Crypto. Today we are on episode number 100. Where we at? 158. Today we are on episode 158. I'm coming up right now, y'all. If y'all could do me a favor, let's go drop this link wherever we possibly can. Let's drop this link and let some people know that we are live direct and we're in full effect. And we finna get to that crypto check. I hope y'all are ready right now. If you are, drop some coffee in the chat box for yourself for showing up this morning. I know it is early, but again, especially on the West Coast, man, you know what I mean? But again, it's also late in Dubai. It's early here, it's late in Dubai. It's late in Dubai right now. So some places is late, some places is early. But no matter where you're tuning in all over the world right now, because I can see that we have global viewers. I've been checking out the YouTube. I've been checking out the Instagram algorithm. And if you don't know your numbers, there's nowhere you can go. So welcome to the show. Super excited to host today's call today. Awesome. Shout out to YouTube. Somebody just told me it was watching it on YouTube. Shout out to YouTube. I do appreciate some of the Zoom, like my Zoom family making their way over to YouTube. It definitely helps with the algorithm. So I definitely appreciate you all. If you don't mind, smash this like button over on YouTube. Throw up a thumbs up if you don't mind. Leave a comment. Make sure you guys use the comments and communicate with each other. And if there's any hecklers, just heckle them on out. Y'all know how we do. Welcome to Coffee and Crypto. Now, today is a very special day. And it's a very special day because all of us had the ability to wake up this morning, right? All of us had the ability to wake up this morning. All of us had the ability to take our first breath, second breath, our third breath. And, since 12 o'clock, I want you to ask yourself, how many breaths have you been blessed to be able to take? Ain't that one hell of a question? How many breaths have you been blessed to take since 12 o'clock midnight, since the clock strike midnight? How many breaths were you able to take? That's a really, really good thought process. And that's a way for us, that's a great way to be able to really see life, is that it's a blessing. It's a blessing to be able to breathe. It's a blessing to be able to wake up every day and achieve. In other words, how many miracles have you been blessed with since midnight? I love that, Cynthia. Wow. How many miracles have you been blessed with since midnight? See, that's the power of community. That's the power of community. It's like I can't know it all. I can't know how to put I be trying to use certain words and stuff, but sometimes other people just got a better way to put it. And I really like how Cynthia put it. How many miracles have you been blessed with since midnight? If y'all ain't participating in the comments about how many miracles you've had since midnight, if you ain't letting the universe and being thankful, because writing and typing and speaking is literally the gateway. It's the gateway. That's the gateway. Sitting quiet, being shy, right? Being shy. There we go, Vic. I can't count them all. That's what I'm talking about. I can't even count them all. I'm abundantly blessed. Speak it. Don't be afraid. Get out your comfort zone. Drop something in the chat box for once in your life. Shout out to Michael Branch. Shout out to Michael Branch on the call. Appreciate you for being here. Shout out to Ms. Zuli on the call. Appreciate you for being here. My brother Ram is on the call. Appreciate you for being here. We got Janet in the call. We got Marion on the call. We got Cynthia on the call. We got Brian on the call. We got iPhone on the call. We got my brother Zatrick on the call. We got my mom Tammy on the call. We got Marion on the call, right? If y'all could do me a favor and go drop this link over in the chat box. I think y'all probably already did it. Forget it. You know what I mean? It's all good. We gonna rock with what we got. You know what I mean? That's the beautiful thing about it. We gonna leverage what we got in this season. That's all we can do. We have to leverage what we have. I think that a lot of the time, there's the now and then there's the future, right? A lot of us, especially myself, I'm a Libra. I be so focused on the future. I'm like, future's looking lit. But what about the now? Sometimes I do lose track of the present, you know what I mean? In the present moment. And I'm grateful. My gratitude this morning goes out to you all that took the time to click the link. My gratitude right now goes out to you all. And it's the same people. So I know that I'm providing value. You know what it is? It's just other people. They haven't got out their own way yet. Some people just don't like me. And that's cool. I don't want to be liked by everybody. I'm not going to change the way I talk. I ain't going to change the way I walk. I'm going to do it because it got me through 31 years. It's going to get me through another 31. And I'll be 62 and I'll just be rich. You know what I mean? And I'm still going to be the same person. And I recommend you do the same. Don't try to be nobody else. The people, and this is for the people that's building businesses out there. The people that love you, the people that support you, it's undeniable. It's undeniable. You know what I mean? So when somebody else say I love you, sometimes I look at them a little weird because I don't know. You know what I mean? But someone on this, I know for a fact that y'all gotta love me because it's 10 a.m. Some of y'all at work, you know what I mean? And maybe you just love, you love yourself. You're like, you know what? It ain't got nothing to do with you, bro. This has everything to do with me. I respect me. I love me. All right. And with you loving you, I still believe that you love me because you can't love nobody else if you don't first love you. Welcome to Coffee and Crypto. This is our 138th episode. Well, excuse me, 143rd. How I get the 143rd episode? Excuse me, y'all. This is our, where we at? Hold on. Are we on 140? No, this ain't 143. 158. My bad, y'all. 158. I'm confused, man. It's been one heck of a life. So my bad, y'all. We on episode 158. We got so many episodes. I don't even know what episode we on. You know what I mean? So with that being said, I think that we are ready and we are primed to take flight. So if you are ready, I love you too, Vic. If you are ready, go ahead and drop some coffee in the chat box and let's get this call started. So if you all saw the very first thing that I played, and if you didn't come in the beginning, you literally missed everything that we're going to talk about on the show today. Like if you clicked on late, you missed everything already. I promise you. So let me let you know what we were talking about, right? So what we were talking about was something called refi. And when we talk about, again, we have 4 pillars here on Coffee and Crypto. Pillar 1, the first pillar is emerging technologies. That's what we're focused on. The second is blockchain literacy, but emerging tech. Why did I not just say crypto? Because crypto is not the only emerging tech. There's so many different emerging technologies out there. And I want to be able to I want to be able to show you all what's possible, different types of investments. Not everybody's interested in investing into the future of the financial system, right? Not everybody's interested in that. That don't get everybody excited. And I understand that. So we got to focus on other things outside of just that one utility of blockchain. So the utility that I wanted to take time today to start this call off and focus on is this thing that we call regenerative
waste management.
Regenerative finance, okay, or refi. Now, most people think when they think of refi, they think about refinancing your house, okay, but that's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about a financial model that incentivizes community actions towards solving systemic issues like global warming, waste management, etc. Understand that the future of business is incentivization, gamification, and tokenization. The 3 shuns. And then action, 4 shuns, action. You feel me, Cynthia? The action. You can't forget about the action, right? But, okay, check this out.
Community actions to help.
Check this out. And look, they said community actions too. But hear me out. It's a financial model that's focused on incentivization. All right, hopefully I said that right. Incentivization. But also we got to remember that a lot of the time, right? A lot of the time, these financial models are looked over. Why? Because it's not sexy. It ain't sexy. This ain't the sexy stuff, but this is the stuff that matters. So when we talk about incentivizing people, if you're running a business, you have to find ways to incentivize people. If you're trying to change the world, you got to find ways to incentivize people, right? Because without incentivization, there's already businesses that incentivize. So if you're missing the incentivization or the incentivizing or whatever, if you're missing how to incentivize people, then understand that they might miss you, because the next person is going to find a way to incentivize. Shout out to Mr. Branch's brother. I assume his last name is Branch, so I'm gonna say Mr. Branch. Got Mr. Branch and Mr. Branch on the call today. Shout out to the Branches. Okay, now Hadera. Listen up. I said on my Instagram, on my TikTok, on my Twitter yesterday, and it's 10:17 right now. And I mean what I say. This entire month, I'm going all in on H-bar. You want to know what I'm doing? I'm going all in on H-bar. I ain't even hit my next XRP goal yet, but I got to put that down. I got to take care of business, right? I got to stand on business. And I really believe, and this is my H-bar is my second largest holding. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm almost about to flip it and make it number 1. This company is so exciting. It's so exciting, right? It really is. And it's only 6 or 7 cents right now. Now we had a 13% increase, and we'll go over that. But I want to play a small clip from the COP 28 conference, all right, that they just had over regenerative finance. It's a regenerative finance forum. And this is a Hadera member.
What it means to understand every role and actor in a context.
Sorry, y'all. Let me turn it up. Here we go.
Finance. What it means to understand every role and actor in the context of not just finance, but also the projects that that finance flows to. The communities that it impacts. I think community is a key word that we need to think about because we have a community here at COP, but we also have
So what is COP, right? So what is COP? I actually didn't take the time to look that up. So let's see, COP 28. Let's look at that. Let's see what that is. Wow. Wow. Stop playing. Look, I ain't even looked this up, y'all. Hold on. There we go. Wow. COP 28. The United Nations. I didn't even know that's where that broke. I didn't even know that's what that clip was from. This is from the United Nations climate change. It happened. It was going on November 30th through December 12th. It's going on from November 30th through December 12th. This is like a 2-week conference. Anytime they got something like a 2-week conference, you know this is serious. This is United Nations. And Hadera Hashgraph, we know, is a partner of the United Nations. Now, what I want to do is I want to dive a little bit, and y'all seeing me now, y'all get to see my research, right? Because usually I have the tabs already pulled up, but this kind of interests me because I didn't think to look up the COP28, right? Now look at this right here. This was from October 11th. I typed in Hadera, response to the HBAR Foundation to of the HBAR Foundation to the United Nations. This was the day before my birthday in 2022 last year, right? It's just this little clip says, growth of real-world digital climate solutions built on Hadera's carbon negative proof of stake public distributed ledger network. I wonder what more they said. This is from June 15th. Input of the HBAR Foundation. Information note compliance of the public input on removal of, let me see what they say. I don't know, I probably got to click on it. But I just want y'all to see that HBAR is already heavy, right? Already heavy with the United Nations. This further pushes me to be more bullish, right? What is my goal? I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm trying to put hundreds of dollars every single day into HBAR. I gotta make money fast. I gotta get to this chicken. I gotta get to it right now because we need over 100,000 of these. And this is not financial advice, but I'm just talking to my family, right? Between me, my mom, my dad, we need over 100,000 of these. We need over 100,000 of these, Mom, right? This got to be our focus. This is what we're focused on, all right, for the rest of this month, right? Now, if you're focused on it, that's cool. If not, that's okay as well, okay? Now, making our way over to coin market cap, we're at a $1.59 trillion market cap with Ethereum Bitcoin up 15%. You guys know the rally that we've seen. And I told you all how I feel about it on the last episode. And we'll just let that sit for now until it plays out. Now, I played this first video, which a lot of people may have missed, right? And that's why I say come at 10. Because this is like, I'm for real. Like I'm serious about this, y'all. Like I'm heart attack serious, right? And I played this video to show you because they just talked about regenerative finance on CNBC and they dropped companies like Cello, right? They didn't say Hadera Hashgraph, but Hadera Hashgraph partnered with United Nations. HBAR Hadera Hashgraph is writing articles for the White House on climate, on carbon, on carbon footprint, the future of carbon footprinting. They're writing these things in CNBC the same way they don't talk about XRP, the same way they don't talk about XLM like that. They're not talking about HBAR, but they're talking about Bitcoin, Cello, and Ethereum. I don't know. These are just my thoughts, y'all. So I want to show you another big thing that just happened that the world just saw all over Twitter, but also all over the news, live from News Nations. This is a Republican primary debate. And I really am starting to like this guy right here.
You've praised cryptocurrency like Bitcoin as an opt-out from our, quote, broken financial architecture, and you oppose efforts to regulate it. The head of the largest international crypto exchange just pleaded guilty to allowing his platform to launder money for terrorists, including Hamas. You say your cryptocurrency plan will, quote, ensure economic freedom for Americans, end quote. Won't it also ensure economic freedom for fraudsters, criminals, and terrorists?
Look, fraudsters, criminals, and terrorists have been defrauding people for a long time. Our regulations need to catch up with the current moment. The fact that SBF was able to do what he did at FTX shows that whatever they have as the current framework isn't working. And I think it is nothing short of embarrassing that Gary Gensler, the current leader of the SEC, in front of Congress, could not even say whether Ethereum counted as a regulated security or not. And so I think that this is just another example of the administrative state gone too far. Here's the dirty little secret in American politics today. The people who we elect to run the government are not the ones who are even actually that are writing regulations that Congress never gave them the authority to write. And the good news is a U.S.
Hold on 1 second. Let me just rewind that a little bit so we can catch up. My bad, y'all.
Are not the ones who are even actually.
Oh, I think I just want to skip right there. Okay.
That are writing regulations that Congress never gave them the authority to write. And the good news is a U.S. president can absolutely fix that. That takes a U.S. president with a spine. So what I've said is in my administration, by the end of year one, we will have a 75% reduction in the number of federal bureaucrats. We will shut down government agencies that should not exist. We will rescind any regulation that fails the test of West Virginia versus EPA, which is the most important Supreme Court case of our lifetime, that said if Congress didn't delegate that to an administrative agency, then it's unconstitutional. These are seismic changes. These are big changes that the next president can deliver without asking Congress for permission or for forgiveness. And I want people to understand that distinction, because people have been sold myths by politicians for a long time saying, I'm going to work with Congress to do this or that. Much of what you've heard on the stage from the other politicians fit that description. They need Congress. The things that I'm promising you, this is what the leader of the executive branch gets to do under Article 2 of the Constitution.
Thank you, sir.
Cut down the bureaucracy, grow our economy, and put the Federal Reserve in its place. This is part of the crypto discussion.
No.
90%
Mr. Ramaswamy, you're out of time. 15 seconds, Governor DeSantis.
So one of the dangers that we're going to face, Biden wants, is a central bank digital currency. They want to get rid of cash, crypto. They want to force you to do that. They'll take away your privacy. They will absolutely regulate your purchases. On day one as president, we take the idea of central bank digital currency and we throw it in the trash can. It'll be dead on arrival.
All right. So what was the purpose of showing that, right? Not because I care about the presidential debate. Definitely don't. I really don't. I'll tell you why. The reason why I shared it was because, again, that's a stage. Crypto is being brought to the front as Bitcoin is moving up. Their view on this they have not had this type of debate at the Republican debate. You can bet your darn sweet butt that they're going to have it at the Democratic debate. And it's what it is, right? We're moving into an election year, right? Exactly, Mr. Branch. Mr. Branch says CBDCs are absolutely happening regardless. So the thing about it, right, with DeSantis is he just talking about CBDCs. DeSantis don't really know what's going on. Like, he know what's going on. I ain't saying he does, but like, I don't know, man. My boy Vivek, my boy Vivek is just, he's doing what needs to be done, in my opinion. And yeah, I mean, I like also that he didn't look down not once. He had no notes. All of that came from heart. So when I look at a presidential, like when I look at people like what's her name, Senator Lumens, she always looking at. When I'm looking at who else we gonna make fun of this morning? When I look at Maxine Waters, she, like always looking down. My boy Vivek, he coming from the heart. He like me. I never got a script. I get up here, don't know what I'm talking about. It's just a natural thing. It's a natural love. And that's what made me be like, you know what? That might be that guy that may be the guy we want to look at who can help. Because we are going to need a president that is pro. First off, a president that's not pro this is not getting elected. Let's just put that out there, right? Because there's an agenda that needs to be passed. So you're not going to be in leadership, right? If that's the case. Look at my boy Zatrick got on the my boy Zatrick came through this morning. My boy got on his thinking cap. I call that a thinking cap right there. Shout out to Zatrick. I love when people turn their camera on. It get me excited. I can see my faces and stuff, man. I just like to see people's faces. It make me feel like I'm not weird. You know what I mean? Like it make me feel good about myself. All right. And hopefully it make you feel good about yourself. Cause you know what I mean? Like, because if Zatrick can get on here with a bonnet on, ladies, you can too. Ladies, you can too. There's no more excuses. We got to leave excuses this year. In December 7th, we leaving excuses. I need cameras on these calls. We got to be here together, y'all. You know what I mean? Straight up. Because it kind of made me think, what are y'all doing? You can't have your camera on. I'm just playing. I'm just joking with y'all. All right, let's keep it rolling. Let's keep it rolling. All right. So I showed you the presidential candidate debate. I showed you regenerative finance on a national level on CNBC, and then Coinbase comes out with this. Let's go. Let's go. You can send money now. You can send crypto anywhere with Coinbase. WhatsApp, Telegram, Twitter, Instagram, Tinder, you know, wherever you want to send money. You can send money anywhere you want to send it now, right? Shout out to Coinbase. Now, that was important, right? I'm just trying to show you all that mass adoption is on the way. I told you guys how it worked. I told you how they work. They regulate it, then they roll out the mass adoption. For you all that just started buying crypto yesterday, and you've been following me for 4 years, I don't know what you got going on. But you're about to see. Hey, Ms. Zuli, you're about to see. You're about to see what I've been telling you happen. Now, another big industry is gaming, right? So let's watch something about Web3 in gaming. I just want to show you that everything that you love, everything that you could ever love in life is being disrupted by Web3. That's basically what the beginning of this show is, just to show you that. Everything that you love, everything you respect, everything you use already today is being disrupted by Web3. Ladies, even the bonnets you have on your head, because they got to get to the store, and that's supply chain management. Hello.
We had to wait almost 10 years for that to happen. So I think I know
run that back.
So a lot of different market sentiments said we had to wait almost 10 years for that to happen. So I think I know there's a lot of different market sentiments right now, but I think blockchain is here for to stay, and I think everybody just has to give a little patience, because a lot of the good games are underdeveloped, including Tense Studios game, and I think once those start coming out, I think that's when the next bull run will actually start.
All right. So what can you be investing into? What can you be investing and looking into going into 2024? What types of technology should you be looking at? I would definitely add, crypto companies that help with gaming, help with AI. These should be things that we're looking to build in our portfolio when we're talking about diversifying. Am I doing it? No, not yet. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm not. I'm investing in what I'm investing into. But I don't want to be the type of influencer. I don't want to be the type of person that does not bring it to your attention, right? Because there's a lot of people that play games all the time. I don't play games right now. So gaming, I'm not up in speed in that world, but I know it's huge. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry, maybe trillion-dollar industry, gaming, right? The new Grand Theft Auto is coming out, right? I guarantee you there'll be NFTs. There will be wearable. All these wearables, all this stuff, it's not going to be like what we used to. It's going to be a brand new technology that is coming into this game. So will every other game out there. So that was just for my gamers out there to just show you that blockchain ain't going nowhere. And I'm going to tell you, you want to know how I know blockchain ain't going nowhere? Because when these guys who are in their 20s, their teens, are telling us that it ain't going nowhere, they've made their mind up. Hey, Warren Buffett, I just went and bought this book. Y'all. Right here. This book by Warren Buffett. It says The Snowball, Warren Buffett and the Business of Life. #1 New York Times bestseller. Why did I buy it? Because VO is the Warren Buffett of crypto. I believe it. I'm the Black Warren Buffett. You ask me who I am, that's what I am. That's what I do. And it just, I promise you, when the billions hit, people are going to be like, man, this guy, yeah, I was right this whole time. And we're going to create 1,000 millionaires, 1,000 of them, 1,000 millionaires by the year 2030. So if you're on this call, that's my goal for you, is to at least have $1 million in your pocket by 2030. I mean, maybe before. But I got to overpromise and underdeliver. Now, we got a lot of stuff to cover. Peter Schiff said, if the Supreme Court rules in favor of the government and allows it to redefine income to include any unrealized appreciation in any asset, then it will grant the federal government a new power to nationalize the entire asset stock of the nation. In hyperinflation, the only refugee people have is the ability to hold real assets and never sell them. But if the federal government can claim unrealized inflationary gains as being taxable income, then almost all Americans will be forced to sell their assets just to pay their tax liabilities. But with all assets up for sale at once, the most likely buyer will be the federal government itself, which will pay in near worthless paper. In one decision, the Supreme Court would have rendered the Constitution meaningless, effectively, where am I at? I do this. Meaningless, effectively illuminated private property rights and provided the federal government with the legal mechanism to pull off a communist revolution without having to fire a single shot. This potential abuse was not even discussed during oral agreement, and the current tax under review is not nearly this draconian, but it's the legal principle that matters. Once the Supreme Court opens the door, it's just a matter of time before the government barges through. Family, did y'all hear about that? Did y'all hear about that up there right now on Capitol Hill? That they want to realize our unrealized gains, make us pay taxes on that. So you remember when Charles Schwab said, you'll own nothing and be happy with it? Oh, welcome. It's here now. So what are we going to do? What's our plan? How do we protect ourselves? Well, stick around. We're going to find out. We're going to find out together. This community is okay. The crypto nerds is okay. As long as we have shows like our Wednesday night call, as long as we have our Tuesday and Thursday night calls, as long as we have our Sunday night call with our fearless leader, Anointed Ali, as long as we have these types of things that's going on, and we have leaders that truly care. So people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. As long as we got Tuesdays calls with Cato, as long as we got Monday calls with Wheezy, as long as we got Thursday calls with Ron Lee, as long as we got these things, daily calls, daily things that people can plug into, a real cult community, we will be all right. But I wanted to just bring that to y'all's attention. But I ain't done. I'm not done with the masses. We about to get to the classes. We're going to get there, but I'm not done with the masses. See, Squat Box had something too for you this on yesterday.
75% in a month?
Off air, we were talking about sort of what's going on with crypto, what you're seeing. I mean, it's been a huge move, but it's also in terms of just straight volume, it's a huge situation. What do you think is happening?
I think there's
Hold on.
couple of things.
Right.
I think a lot of people have forgotten that Robinhood is a major player in the cryptocurrency industry. We do a lot of things. We've obviously done a lot with retirement. We've rolled out 24-hour market for equities. But along this time, we've had a crypto team that's been innovating, that's been building stuff. And our approach with crypto is to make it very clear to customers that they're getting a great deal on their crypto in Robinhood. And so we've done a lot of work clarifying how good our spread is, communicating that to customers. And we've seen our market share grow. And I think that now you're starting to notice it as the overall market is growing. And I think we can talk about what's driving that. There's a lot of theories out there. Nobody knows for sure because this is a decentralized asset, but there's optimism around an ETF.
Right.
There's optimism around the rate environment changing, the Fed stopping the aggressive rate hikes that they've been doing. And there's also this idea that cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin are an inflation hedge.
How tied do you think your own value, the value of your business, the earnings of your business are to crypto? I ask because you can see the stock moves as crypto has moved. By the way, Coinbase obviously has really moved as a function of crypto. So how big a component part of your business ultimately is the crypto piece?
Well, our business is much more diversified than sort of the pure crypto companies. So I think we benefit from the crypto markets going up, but also there's certain things that Robinhood has that crypto companies that are only doing crypto don't. One example is 24-hour market, and we added over 100 new symbols. We're up to over 200 now. And you saw this last Sunday when Bitcoin crossed 40,000. The Twitter was, or X, I should say, flooded with Robinhood screenshots because people wanted to compare what's happening with Bitcoin to what's happening with the crypto and blockchain stocks. And Robinhood became the first and really the only place where you can actually not just see overnight trading of these equities, but actually transact in them. Because we haven't.
All right. So I wanted to play that video for the masses, right? For again, because family, remember, we're now seeing Bitcoin, crypto on the highlights in a positive way everywhere, right? Now, the only place that, well, before we get there, I got this quick video for y'all.
But still pay insufficient attention to the frightening scenario of a comprehensive cyber attack. The COVID-19 crisis would be seen in this respect as a small disturbance in comparison to a major cyber attack.
And sought input from over 300 executives globally. The most striking finding that we found is that 93% of cyber leaders and 86% of cyber business leaders believe that the geopolitical instability makes a catastrophic cyber event likely in the next 2 years.
Well, tonight, the nation's intelligence agencies are warning of cyber threats from Russia.
All respondents now believe that a far-reaching, catastrophic cyber event is at least somewhat likely for the next 2 years.
Good evening, Nora. A senior U.S. government official told reporters there is no evidence to date the U.S. military and intelligence agencies have been compromised, but a number of federal agencies have been hit. I mean, when you think about a cyber attack on the financial systems, I mean, think about that JP Morgan note, the great liquidity crisis.
Russia may be planning a cyber attack against us. As I said, the magnitude of Russia's cyber capacity is fairly consequential.
To shore up their defenses against potential cyber attacks.
We've previously warned about the potential for Russia to conduct cyber attacks against the United States, including as a response to the unprecedented economic costs. Today, we are reiterating those warnings, and we're doing so based on evolving threat intelligence that the Russian government is exploring options for potential cyber attacks on critical infrastructure.
There are some people who say the next crisis, not the previous one, which was the financial crisis, nor this one, the virus one, but the next one will actually be due to cybercrime.
Before it really spread all over the world, before planes, trains, and automobiles allowed humans to go from place to place, it took time, covered a lot of ground, time and space entered into it. But in the case of a cyber pandemic, there is no, or very little time and space impact because all of our computers are connected globally at nearly the speed of light.
Are you ready? That's my question for you. Are you ready for the biggest black swan event that we've ever experienced in our lifetime? Are you ready? I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Hold on. Look at it. Look at this. Would you look at this? This is why I'm ready. Because see, when somebody come on my page, like on my Instagram, and they start talking about, oh, what happens when they knock out the power grid? The internet goes out and you can't use no crypto. That's because you're an idiot, because you don't study. You're not me. You're not the Black Warren Buffett. You're not the GOAT. You're not the greatest of all time. You don't know what you're talking about. Be quiet. Hush. Let the grown-ups do this. This is what the grown-ups do. See, let me grab my charger. I'm going to talk to y'all while I'm grabbing my charger. Y'all like my outfit today? Show y'all my swag real quick. I mean, we swagging even in a recession. You feel me? Hold on. Show y'all what we got going. Hey, drop some coffee if y'all like my new background. I keep on changing it up in here because I don't know. I'm trying different things out. If y'all like my background, just drop some love in the chat box if y'all like my background. Let me see. Y'all like it? All right, they like it. Bet. Right? All right. I love y'all. I love y'all so much. Let's get it. All right. We locked in. We plugged in now. They can't get rid of us. They tried to turn the power off. They tried to disconnect me from the power grid just now. Apple tried to do it, but that's why we got the charger. All right. Now look, offline account setup tutorial. Okay. This is on the XRP Ledger's website. Okay. So XRP works offline too. That's something that people didn't know. See, that we talked about this, like Ms. Zuli, you remember we talked about this? I know Ms. Zuli remember. Ms. Zuli was here. I remember seeing Ms. Zuli's face. I remember her face specifically, her and Billy, when we talked about this. I remember because she was like, what? That's how Ms. Zuli was. So it's like XRP Ledger transactions can now be initiated offline. What is XPOP? So we talked about XPOP, right? And so XPOP is proof of payments, right? Showing XPOP proof of payment. So this is the XRP Ledger's offline system. So when everybody else go off the grid, guess what? As long as we got a Zum wallet and we got a Zum wallet card, right? And you a Zum Pro member, because you would know about that if you got the masterclass. I'm just speaking the truth, man. Folk be missing out. I ain't lying. Man. I'm set up. I don't know if you set up, but I'm set up. Like I'm good. My mom good. Like Missouli good. Like you know what I mean? And that's what really matters. Billy good. I know Billy good. Cynthia good. Like we set up already. So it's like, but are you good? That's the real question. It ain't about us. It's about you. I know Mr. Branch good. Right now, let's talk about it. Let's talk about some more stuff. Damn, I had a long show today, y'all. I'm sorry. All right. So this is the US debt clock. And right now, we are at like $98 trillion worth of debt globally. We're almost at $100 trillion worth of debt globally. All right. Now, Let's look at some of these global headlines. Remember, I talked about we had the information for the masses. I had to do most of the show for the masses. Now we can look at the classes and their information, right? Now, visualizing $97 trillion of global debt in 2023. Okay, let me do something. Let me try to zoom out real quick. Let me see if I can. Give me 2 seconds, y'all. Let's see if I can let me zoom out for y'all real quick. Zoom out. Boom. It worked. Let me zoom out one more time. There we go. All right. So let me zoom out again for y'all right quick. Y'all stay patient now. You know, we're working with technology, you know, not against it. Now, governments around the world have accumulated $97 trillion in total debt. Now, so United States, this is the US, share of global debt, 34.21%. The US makes up more than 1/3 of the world's government debt. The United States, the country that majority of us lives in. So what are they going to do with this debt, Vincent? What do they do with this debt? Oh, I'm glad you asked. So this is the IMF. This is in September 13th. Global debt is returning to its rising trend. I just want to show y'all these quick headlines. Global debt, that's the IMF. And then this is the World Economic Forum. What is global debt and how high is it now? Right? Let's keep pushing. Sorry, y'all. Okay. Now, I want to tell you what they're going to do with the debt. They're going to tokenize the debt. They're going to put that debt on the blockchain. And that debt, that $100 trillion, will also be on the blockchain. Everything will be on the blockchain. Okay? So that's a guaranteed $100 trillion right there. Right? And we only at a $1.5 trillion market cap today. Do y'all know how fast this is going to explode? Like when it happens, when they flip this switch, it's going to explode. Like it's going to go from like 1 trillion to like 10 trillion into like 50 trillion and then like 100 trillion. And then we're going to be looking up like, wow, wow, look at us now. Well, let's listen to Jamie Dimon.
I've always been deeply opposed to crypto, Bitcoin, et cetera. You pointed out the only true use case for it is criminals, drug traffickers, anti-money laundering, tax avoidance. And that is a use case because it is somewhat anonymous, not fully, and because you can move money instantaneously, and because it doesn't go through, as you mentioned, all these systems have built up over many years, you know, your customers, sanctions, OFAC, they can get bypass all of that. If I was the government, I'd close it down.
Okay.
I've always been deep.
Shout out to Yana Banana on the YouTube as well. Shout out to Yana Banana that just plugged in. Shout out to Yana. But shout out to TJ. Shout out to who else? Craw Billy. Craw Billy over on YouTube today. My boy Big Andy over there. TJ. My dad's there. My mom's there. Shout out to everybody, man. Yo. All right. Now, it was kind of interesting. It was kind of, y'all know I'm a researcher. So like you can't really get nothing past me. And that's the good part. See, I had this saved from a couple months ago. I just went back to my files, right? So this is from JP Morgan. So how does CEO, I think the CEO, is he still the CEO? I don't think, is Jamie Dimon still the CEO of Chase or JP Morgan? From what I remember, he was, right? Because he was talking like he not in on this, but this is an article, official document from JP Morgan, unlocking $120 billion in value in cross-border payments, how banks can leverage central bank digital currencies for corporates. This is on JP Morgan's website. All right, let's look some stuff up right quick. They use the term DLT, distributed ledger technology. They use this term 5 times. They use the term DLT 5 times. Look at this right here. Right now, you have central bank, payment system, commercial bank. Right now, you got commercial bank, liquidity provider, and then commercial bank. So the liquidity provider is who? Who you think I'm gonna let y'all guess. Who do you think the liquidity provider is in this document? I'm happy you guessed right. Because the only crypto company that is listed here one time is Ripple. That one right there, that asset right there is listed. I didn't make this up. Okay. So your investment is good in my opinion. And we know Ripple's number one thing is CBDCs. That's what they're focused on. Central bank digital currencies, family. Don't get shaken out. We good. So Jamie, shut up. And you know why he said that? Because he a part of the World Economic Forum. You know, I just pull that up real quick. The elites ain't gonna like this video today. Damn. It's all good. We'll make another YouTube channel if it all happens. But anyway, they can't stop me. I'm gonna play this video right quick.
Replace currency. Cryptocurrency does not seek to replace currency. It's a bad name. Cryptocurrency seeks to replace banking. The core things that banks have done since the 1300s, those are going to go away, 100%. And let's just be clear what I mean by that. The reason that we even have banks originated in Italy around the year like 1340, all right? And the reason they originated was because of a set of accounting advances that allowed banks to serve as trusted intermediaries between parties that owed each other money. Before that, literally, I would write you a note and I would promise to pay you money and you'd put the note in your pocket and you'd see if anybody else would take the note. You know, that's why we refer to discounting notes. And then banks arose and it was like, you no longer need to do that. We'll take care of it for you, but you're going to have to pay us to do that. That function of needing a trusted intermediary to maintain ledgers of account to figure out, do I owe Brooks money or does Brooks owe me money? It turns out that function no longer has to be done by human beings. The same way we don't need postal clerks anymore. I can send you an email for free and it's instant and that's just the end of the post office. Sorry, but it just is. That function will go away. What's going to be left for banks is the high value add services, you know, structured finance, investment advisory, you know, all of the things that make a dynamic economy function. We need people to do that. There's a lot of creativity going on in finance, but the core of banking, the base of the pyramid, the thing that drives most of their revenue doesn't need to exist. And that's why I say, and I was saying to one of the organizers, even before we stood up at this panel, cryptocurrency does not seek to replace currency. It's a bad name. Cryptocurrency seeks to replace banking. Just if you take nothing from this panel but that's what you need to understand.
Y'all ready to party? Hold on, wait, that didn't work. Damn, I thought it was gonna work. Hold on, I got y'all. Hey, hold on, let me flip the light first. I gotta, hold on. One day I'm gonna have somebody else doing this, but for now, we doing it the broke bootleg way. Let's go, party. Y'all like I got the lights moving and stuff. Y'all see that? That's hard. Y'all, hey, that's hard, right? That's pretty hard. All right. Anyway. 1 second, y'all. Let me stop that before I have a doggone seizure up in here because them lights is crazy. Y'all ain't gonna lie. You don't have to see it. Again, this thing done went crazy. All right. Anyway. Well, they still going. I can't stop them. I gotta keep going. All right. Anyway, y'all, just keep partying with me. Now, the CEO of JP Morgan Chase, Jamie Dimon, just called on Congress to shut down an entire industry. Manipulation is common on Wall Street. You always need to watch what they actually do and not just listen to what they say. Don't be the dumb money, right? Okay. So don't be the dumb money. We're almost through this show today, family. Shout out to each and every single one of you all that have tuned in today. If you've got some value, if you got some, exactly, Cato, it's an endless party. Shout out to Cato. See, when you got a team, together everyone achieves more. I appreciate that. Now, the moment that we've all been waiting on.
Today, the future is no longer a question of tomorrow. Digitalization has long since reached us and changed our lives, how we work, how we play, how we shop, or how we communicate.
So if the future is today, then what is tomorrow? How will we move tomorrow? And how will we pay tomorrow?
What will be the role of cash in the future?
Digital solutions make it even more secure and efficient. How will cash continue being the benchmark of payment systems?
And how do we create a digital form of public money that is as safe, inclusive, and universal as cash?
We strongly believe in currency as a public good and that the challenges of the future are in fact opportunities. With advanced currency management, we provide pioneering solutions for the entire cash cycle. With us, you can benefit from the most innovative and secure banknotes, including our micro-mirror technology. That's how we create confidence and bring the latest high-tech into every purse. From highly efficient banknote processing systems to seamlessly connected, fully automated cash centers, our approach as a solution provider enables you to adapt to any change in requirements and capacities, so you can react faster and increase productivity. With our software solutions, the cash cycle becomes a data cycle, building digital bridges between people, technologies, and processes, enabling you to make fact-based decisions, to increase transparency, and to add value. With our expertise in secure digital infrastructures, we are also your partner for developing a future-proof complement to cash, central bank digital currency. Let's create the future of currency together with new ideas and technologies you can trust.
Shout out to Metaco, right? The foundation for digital assets. Metaco, the foundation. That means Ripple is the foundation. Huh? How you like that? How's that for y'all, right? That's dope. Now, of course, there's more. There's always more, right? Because Metaco, right? And this is probably the most bullish news of today, right? Out of all of the other news, this right here is the cherry on top. We work with our partner, IBM, to help build a hyper-protect offline signing orchestrator, OSO, a new technology to deploy cold storage for digital assets. That's right, IBM just jumped into the cold storage game because they so cold. And what do you think they're building on? Hadera and Ripple. That was me dropping the mic. So now the coffee real hot today. Now look, the coffee real hot today. Like for real, it's steaming. Like I told y'all, I told you, dog. Like on Drumline when he was like, I told you, dog. I told you, dog. Like, listen, it's a big announcement. Check this out. Look, this ain't just a Twitter post. You know, you can't trust everything on Twitter. So you got to go to the IBM website. You know what I mean? If you're a real researcher, you got to go over there. IBM announces new cold storage solution for digital assets. Look at that right there. IBM has worked with Metaco, an IBM business partner and digital asset custody provider and tier 1 bank to help ensure OSO addresses client requirements. Metaco Harmonize offers a highly robust and secure orchestration system for digital asset applications and will leverage this solution. OSO acts as the intermediary between Metaco, two Metaco components running in separate hyper protection virtual service instances. Okay, so y'all, this is not for us. This is institutional grade cold storage. This is institutional grade cold storage. Now, something I didn't think to do was to do this. So hold on, y'all watch this. Let's see here. Okay, no, they didn't put that in there. All right, no. Okay, well, there's no Hadera in this, right? I was trying to see if it was. There's no Hadera there, but we know the partnerships. Exactly. Thank you, Cynthia. Offline capabilities for institutional investors. They're not going to offer it to us. It's an institutional grade. They're going to protect them the same way we got to know how to protect us. Y'all like that? Now, this is from Ripple's website, December 4th. With promising fintech growth and increasing consumer demand for digital banking, Africa represents a bright opportunity for the finance sector. What are you talking about, Vincent? Well, I signed up and I made sure that I got the guide and I downloaded the guide for us. You know, I did this for us. You know, everything I do is for us, you know, so check this out. Faster payments into Africa, a guide to assessing new revenue through streamlined payments across Africa. This is the focus, y'all. $2.7 trillion market opportunity in Africa. Just alone, by itself, there's a $2.7 trillion opportunity alone. And Ripple ain't even a $1 trillion company yet. Huh? Now, to end this off, to end today's call, just wanted to bring up a couple of things. From September of 2022, Global Africa Business Initiative to advance sustainable business growth and economic development on the continent. The United Nations Global Compact Partnerships brings together business, political, culture, blah, 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 for equitable growth of the $2.5 trillion market. The United Nations, who do you think is a part of that? Oh, okay. I already showed you. Africa's fintech market to reach $65 billion in revenue by 2030, says a new study. There's another $65 billion for you. All right. So let me see. Did I have anything else? I don't know. I really don't. Y'all, I barely be knowing. I just be putting stuff together. All right. Anyway, we're gonna skip over all this. Okay, we're gonna skip over that because we're now at 11:06, and this has been an amazing call today. I truly feel that way, and I hope that you do as well. Now, this is our time where we do our Q&A. However, before y'all get up out of here, appreciate it, Cynthia. Before y'all get up out of here, got 10 slots available. Well, actually, no, 2 are gone. I got 8 slots available now. Sorry, I was still on yesterday. I got 8 slots available for you to get. Well, it's not even really a slot. I got 8 discounts available that's already set for you to be able to get the HBAR Masterclass. The HBAR Masterclass teaches you about everything that you need to know about HBAR. Promise you when you're done, you'll be an expert. You'll be able to go and do your own HBAR Masterclass and charge. That's how I see it. You'll be so good at it. And you see, Miss, literally, Miss Cynthia, can I ask you to come up and just share about the HBAR Masterclass? I know that, I know there's improvements. There's things that can be better all the time, right? But I mean, honestly, how was it for you?
It was amazing. It was dope. I mean, I'm waiting for my car to get done right now, so I'm in like a lounge.
Oh, you got are you getting a new? Oh, you got a new dealership? Oh, you got a new car?
No, I'm getting the second car repaired. This is the Nissan dealership. But one of the salesmen came in and he's like, I used to sell Nissans like back in the day. Look, this is all my skill set coming together. But anyway, HBAR Masterclass. I mean, like, the thing about it is you find like the research that you do, it's what you put together, and you're absolutely right. I absolutely will be teaching some master classes at some point, right? But I have a lot of things on my plate, and I don't know if it was Warren Buffett. I think it's Jack Welch, one of them, elite businessmen, who said, the main thing is to keep the main thing the main thing. So right now, my main thing is not earning money teaching crypto, and I recognize that I need to increase my skill set. But you allow me to do that. You help me do that, and you target people at different levels. So it's beautiful. I mean, look, if they started listening to you yesterday, they should still be up. If they have been deploying the tactics that you've been talking about, stacking those coins that you're talking about, you should be up on your investment, yo. If you tuned in last week and you took some action, you should be up on that investment. If they tuned in early this year, which was my situation with you, you should be up on your investment. If you tuned in 5 years ago when you started this, you should be up on your investment, yo.
All the way up.
So that's what it is, you know. I get value out of this, and I get a unique value out of this from you, you know, because you hone in on certain topics that require the deep dive that people are sleeping on, you know. And so I appreciate it. I find value in it. Keep doing what you do, keep showing up, you know, and we'll be here. And sometimes I'm tapped out. I went on a vacation in November, so I wasn't present for a few meetings, and then, you know, sometimes disruptions happen due to institutional policies, and sometimes we got to tap back in. But like, nah, what you're doing is valuable. Thank you, Cato. I'm also going to do some meditation stuff because this voice, yo, there's layers to it. But anyway, love y'all, family. Love tapping in. Peace.
Absolutely.
I'll see y'all on Tuesday.
On Tuesday. So y'all, like, literally so what I'm doing right now, I have 8 slots left on the website. You can literally go to the HBAR Masterclass, go get it. It's link in my bio, y'all. I'm not dropping no links on the call today. Just go to my link tree. You'll see it at the top. HBAR Masterclass. If you want it, put in the code MOON, MOON, because we got to go to the moon. So put in the code MOON, and then it'll give you a 50% discount. So the HBAR Masterclass only $100. It's the first part of 3 figures. It's the first part of 3 figures, right? So I ain't even say 101. I was starting people at the beginning of 3 figures. You know what I mean? So it's 100. Well, now you can get it for 2 figures. You can get it for $50. I got 8 left, and then it's $100 after that. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Like, so if you want that, go grab that. It's going to teach you how to stake HBAR on the Hashpack wallet. I even went deeper than the first time in the Hashpack wallet. We did a full overview of the Hashpack wallet this time. We really went over it. We looked at the NFTs that I have in my wallet. I showed you guys that I can sell the NFTs. I literally, because I already have NFTs over there. So I was showing you everything you can do. I did some self-discovery even last night on the Hashpack wallet, where I was able to put my icon. I could put my icon. Now people know I got the gold backpack. I literally got that as my avatar now. My avatar is my goal. So you can put your NFTs as your avatar. It's all types of stuff. I know that, look, that's not gonna make you no money. I get that, but it was cool to me. So I'm learning this stuff. I think it's really cool. And if you're plugged into this, I recommend go spend the $50, put in the code MOON, spend $50, get the masterclass. And if not, then figure it out for yourself and master it. Either way, become a master. With that being said, y'all, is there anybody else that would like to come up and share one thing you like, learn to love today? You can feel free. You can feel free to, exactly. You can feel free to raise your hand. Shout out to TJ. Yes, sir. Hey, I'm telling you, TJ was on there. TJ said, go get it. Gonna watch the replays later today. I'm telling you, man. But yeah, so I don't see anybody. Let me see. Let me check the chat. Absolutely. It's 11. Well, it was 11:11. Good catch. Well, with that being said, y'all have an amazing rest of your day. Thank you so much for being the best part of Coffee and Crypto. I've really enjoyed myself today. I really feel like I grew a lot. I learned a lot within just doing research live on the call for you all. And if y'all need me at all for anything, feel free to reach out to me. And yeah. Oh, make sure you guys tune in tonight as well. If you're a crypto nerd, tune in to Billy Talk, where we talk about all types of stuff. Look, I don't even know what to tell y'all. I don't know what we talk about on there. We just talk about all types of stuff on Billy Talk. So just, come out, make sure you're there today. That call starts this evening. So I'll see you all on there. You have an amazing day. Peace.